So where does the criticism of Israel seep into blatant anti-Semitism? Well, the New York Times may finally understand what crosses that line after it received a torrent of criticism for a cartoon it published in its international edition on Sunday. And if you spent any time online in the past 24 hours, it's impossible to escape seeing the offending image, which depicted a blind, kippa-wearing President Donald Trump being led by Prime Minister Netanyahu as a dog. And then to really drive the message home, the cartoonist added a Star of David to the dog collar, conflating Jewish symbols with criticism of Israel. Well, the Times said that it was deeply sorry for running the cartoon and explained that a sole mid-level unsupervised editor was responsible for the error in judgment. But so far, the Times is not naming names, and no details about what consequences that editor will face have been released. Further, the apology seems to have fallen on deaf ears, even for one of its own, as Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Bret Stephens, who is a columnist for the Times, made his disgust for the cartoon clear. In a column published in the paper itself, he wrote that the paper was complicit in purveying anti-Semitism, adding that the cartoon checked so many anti-Semitic boxes that the only thing missing was a dollar sign. Then he acknowledged that the paper has a Jewish problem, dating as far back as World War II, where information about the Holocaust was buried or diminished. Finally, in conclusion, he called on the paper to apologize to Netanyahu and to do some serious soul-searching to understand why a cartoon of this nature was published in the first place. Meanwhile, Jewish groups and supporters, too, felt the apology was disingenuous. Many even canceled their subscriptions publicly. And then the American Jewish Committee, an apolitical, bipartisan pro-Israel advocacy group, likewise said that it would not accept the paper's apology, adding that the Times should explain how it will prevent such images from ever gracing its pages again, and anything less will fall on deaf ears.